How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Trials and Tribulations. We're going to start the final part of Case 3. Going to finish this. I honestly just want to get this case over and done, see how it wraps up. Because I have a lot I want to say about it, but I want to save that for the end. Save it for when the case is over so I can form all my thoughts, because I think I'm going to have a lot to say. So, let's see how this finally goes. At least we can get Tiger out there so I can do a fun voice. I wish I could agree more. I wish I could agree. When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now... Yes, this just happened. Thank you. Did they need to pad it out? Did they need to hit a certain runtime? Like, there's so many flashbacks in this case, and the game in general. He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. You mean, you think Mr. Armstrong was lying? I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal. What do you have for me? Do you have my case-making evidence? Your hair's standing on end. Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Topknot. It's not a top knot! Well, what is it? Correct them. Don't just say what it isn't, say what it is. If it's not a top knot, what would you call it? I can't stand still when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get... And what's up with the virus hacking the world? Is that still happening? I mean, like, is that okay? Is there a problem with that? You gotta have something you need me to do, pal. Anything. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you got an hour. An hour? Trial will have to reconvene by then. But, Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right? True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour? You bet. In that case, would you mind checking the prints? Oh my god, what? Fuck, dude, are you kidding? Like, none of this stuff. See, now it's just confusing. There's two different scenarios, things being seen backwards and shit, and it's hard to keep track. Not to mention the fact that I'm not that interested in this case makes me forget the details too. Like case 2, there was a lot of intricate shit, but I remembered it all because it was fun. Is this the coffee cup from the actual Glen Elg? It is, right? Not the fake one? So that's probably not relevant. I mean, we already did this, right? I guess. This is all old stuff. Like, what about new stuff? Why do we still have your lunchbox? We got this, but that's probably not going to be anything. MC Bomber, I mean... Then there's the matches, when's that going to come into play? Soon, I would imagine. It's got her medical papers. And then there's this over here by itself. I mean, didn't he... He admitted to dragging the body back there, didn't he? I mean... That wouldn't mean that Tigre's prints would be on this too, because that's like the only thing I can think of at all, though. And it's one of the newest things, because I just got it before the last part of the trial. I mean, heck no, because he gave it to me in the first place. Like, oh yeah, didn't they say? Yeah, that's right. He said that there wasn't enough time to do prints, but now give it back to him and he can go do it now. That's really contrived. And a waste of my time, which is fitting for this case, considering, you know. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me, too. There you go. I'll give it to him again, so he can go do that again, and give it back to me again. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. I'll see what I can do. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess. It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys. Let's. I feel like the only reason they did the fake Phoenix Wright thing is just to link it to the fact that everybody else in the case were phonies. It seems overall totally wasted potential. Did you find this Furio Tigre? I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job, no problem. A 3-cup job, huh? That must have been messy. Tamed him. The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites. Very well, please show Mr. Tigre to the stand. Witness? Please state your name and occupation for... I hope we find out that he's He's from the Ghost Trick world. Since there's a country of blue people, I hope he's from a country of red people, and it's all connected. What you say to me? Nothing. I didn't say nothing. Honest. Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge? I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Excuse me? What is with this fucking case and the weird... Was it you, Spiky? No, of course not. It was... Where did he go? Oh my god! The judge ran away! Oh. Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. He's hiding. That's it, we're doomed. Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? There's no need to shout, we can all hear you. What'd you say? There's no point in struggling. You're caught in a snare, the relentless snare of the law. You are on his side. Do you not understand how your job works? Oh, you're funny, man. I like you. Like, you're treating it like you're against him. Don't let him get the better of you, Nick. I'm gonna try and prove his guilt. You are supposed to be against that. You know about the incident in question, correct? Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie who? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Is he gonna be gone the whole time? I hope so. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. That's hilarious. Phoenix Wright. You was the one who set this up, didn't you? You was gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today. What the fuck? Get a grip, Nick. She's gone too. Good. Anyway. Bring in Pearl. I said before that she didn't even use Mia. She did to seduce the old man, but not in the actual trial. So I did forget about that. So there's that. I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tinderlinda every single day. You just want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. You don't even know her fucking name. I feel like I should press that one. Oh, at last I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Ah. Yep. What is it? Please, witness, if you can refrain from shouting out like that. I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins. Lowlife, me? Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me. What? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. And don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you get tangled with the tiger. Apparently they don't even charge interest, which I don't understand how they make a profit. And whatever. I love a good spectator sport. Just a minute. That's really not. This witness is, how can I put it, a hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his... Oh, still him. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. There always is one. My health dies. You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. You're gonna take a bus straight to the penitentiary. The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin. You know what? That's fine with me, because that means I can fucking speed through this. That means I don't have to press everything, and I can just try and get straight to the point, which is a time saver. Come out from under there already, would you? Apparently not. Alright, well, I said I wanted to press the final one, but now that I can only... Now that I'm going to be penalized, I should pay more attention. So he says he don't know nothing. He was tied up with business. That's definitely pressable. And he's got whales. And Violetta. We can ask about that, because it's like, who's Violetta? Maybe we should ask her. Should I press that one? And what exactly is the criteria? Like, oh, he says there will be a penalty for anything irrelevant. I mean, none of it's irrelevant. I'm asking questions. I'm trying to figure out what is relevant. Like, irrelevant answers should be the penalty. My questions are all relevant. Fuck you. I guess we gotta focus on specifically him and his relation to the case. So in that case, asking him what he was doing is the most relevant, so here. Are you sure about that? We're talking about 1 month ago, you know. You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini? She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says. Wow, how very detailed. That seems like a rather, sketchy schedule. Excuse me. There it goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So now what? Well, let's figure out what he's doing on the day of the murder. He was doing the murder. What yous want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. This is a dead end, Wright, and you know it. Remember the rules. No, it's essential that we establish the witness's alibi accurately. I agree. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe yous ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before. I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Did the judge just tell me which one to press? Mr. Tigre, the court asked you to add that last statement to your testimony. Oh, that one's being added, so that's definitely important. Day you was talking about I was in the office too, I never saw that kid before. Wait, is that the one that he added? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, well, fucking... Dude, not even. Because you totally did. I guess I should present rather than press, because it's like, oh, only press when it's absolutely relevant, so it's probably best to present this. Here you go. His calendar is much more detailed than yours, and it mentions you, buddy. You claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elg, but it appears that Mr. Elg knew you. What? Mr. Elg left his little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger. Dated December 3rd. December 3rd? That's my birthday, the day of the murder. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elg, because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. He's so orange. Gra-ha-ha-ha-ha. Not bad, you's actually not bad. Sorry? I was just messing with yous, to see how good you were. Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. They always are. Don't act like you penalize people for lying. You's calling me a liar? Is that what you doing? Ruh-roh. Alright, Scooby. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You'd better believe that's the truth. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre. Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness? He never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. Alright. Or we could just cross-examine him, whichever would take less time. Anyway. I ain't no liar, I never met Glenn Elg. There was some lame guy with that name, though, wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tenderlender. I waited around for him, but he ain't ever showed. It's actually a good excuse, like, oh yeah, we were supposed to have a meeting at my office, but, you know, he died. I ain't never even been to that Trabian joint yous here. That would be where the matches come in. There we go. Nailed it. Fuck you. I see, that all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. Probably, I would guess. Very well, you may begin your... Yes, Your Honor. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right? Okay. Well, guess what? I know exactly what to present, and I know exactly where to present it, and I know exactly where to tell you to shove it when you're on your way to prison, you motherfucker. Anyway, let's get to the last thing, because he says a thing that's just not true, and I have the evidence. Although he's not the only one at Tenderlander, it could have been Viola's. But it's probably the right thing to do anyway. Here you go. Take that, bitch. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches? Matches? What you talking about? We found them in your office at Tenderlander. They're from that restaurant. What? If you've really never been to Tribulations before, what was the book of them restaurant matches doing on your desk? You've been snooping around in my stuff now too, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me. Order, order. Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Sorry, I'm terribly sorry, forgive me. I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But okay, I was at the joint that day. What? So you lied again. But listen good, alright. I might have been there, but I still never met that kid. Well, well. Like when Edgeworth fucks over, like when Edgeworth basically teams up with me, he's doing it on purpose because he's nice about it like that. He's just a cool dude. Godot either doesn't care or just doesn't know what he's doing. But I like him anyway. Look, an order just came in for another testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glenn Elg that day. And he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. Alright. I was supposed to meet with the kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. Figured if the place wasn't out already, I was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cops' sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office. Alright. I mean, are we working under the assumption that, like, at this point, because they were talking about before this started, like, what if they go for the angle that Armstrong was lying? So, I mean, are we working under the 100% assumption that there was a fake, that there was a setup? Like, am I allowed to reference that, or is that still not proven? I don't know. We'll see what happens. If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions. No problem. Anytime Wright presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty. Mr. Godot, that's my job. Your job is to slam the little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it. Yes, sir. No. Special Express ain't cheap, right? Just so yous know, since you's paying. Oh, man. Doesn't the rule of law mean anything around here? No. It never has. I think it's so funny how I always, like, I like this guy just because I like doing his voice, and that seems to be what happens. Like, whether I like a character is determined by the voice that I give them. Like, I hate Old Bag because I made her voice so annoying. No, but I really do hate her, and Mo. So, but yeah, so what's happening? What should I go with here? When I open the door, so on a, so there was no mirror, that right? Honestly, like, it's very hazy in my head because of this case just being kind of sloppy, but there was no mirror. He was... Because that's the thing, like, what time did you get there? Because that's what I'm talking about, because we're saying that there was a setup, you know? But I guess right now we're just talking about the real one. Because he was on the right side, and he was at the bench that I don't think you'd be able to see from the door. But if it was already like, well, let me see, what did he say next? Yeah, he's saying he was laid on the table, so it was before, like, everybody ran over to him and noticed what was happening. So it was just when he was on the table. Would you be able to see him at all? Like, any portion of the table? Like, the corner of it? See the coffee spilled out? See his arm laid out or anything? Let me look. I mean, the crime photo's from the opposite angle, but let me look at it anyway, see if I can... Okay, what about the floor plans? Yeah, if you entered in from the door, I don't think you'd be able to see him at all. Especially not that he's laid out over the table. What else did he say? If the place wasn't hot already... Okay, that's... Alright, cop sirens. I guess it's gotta be that. I'll present the floor plans. Focusing on presenting just because pressing is so heavily penalized. If I have something to present, I will. No one escapes the tiger's clutches. Well, I'm something of a lie-detecting pro. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. Oh shit, Phoenixes beat tigers every time. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning? These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say that you were Oh, and that's actually... Yeah, that makes more sense. I was looking at the rectangle down below where that flashing green dot is. I thought that was the entrance. What is that, the newspaper rack? That looks way more like the entrance. But yeah, that's the entrance. Even more so then. Holy shit. I didn't even realize. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like... Boom. Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. What? No, he wouldn't, you fucking lunatic. Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition. Why, that's true! Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. From the entrance, the field of vision of any customer walking in ends here. So, from the entrance of Tray BN, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him. Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? Yes, pretty much. The victim was alone at his table. But the defense just proved that point to be moot. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenelg, but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer posed as the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade. Well, when you say it like that, it sounds unnecessarily complicated and stupid. You know, because it kind of is. That'll do. This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? The real killer did not impersonate the victim. You fucking idiot. The real killer is Tigre. Some other guy, unless he did, but I don't think so, because he's orange-red. Some other random guy impersonated him. I don't know. You say the killer murdered Glenelg, and then... No, I didn't say he did. I never said that. Never said the killer and the imposter were the same person. I mean, the criminal is Fuck, I almost said El Tigre again. This guy. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. What, well, witness? Ah. Oh, that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is king of the jungle. Not correct. I don't think. So I dares you to say it again. Come on, you've got the guts. You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. Godot does it all the time, man. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Dude, you pansy.